Hi humans and aliens, it's Ray. Nice to meet you if you're new here, and happy to see you again if you came back. Now, I am part of the LGBTQIA community, and I want to talk about how today. So how I found out about those things, how it changed in time for me, all of that. As there are two parts for this video, my gender and my sexuality, I will try and leave timestamps below, but yeah, I'm new to YouTubing, so might not as well. Now, first I want to talk about gender because for me it's first it's the newest thing, the newer part of me that I discovered, and second it is more important in communication with me or for me. So I was kind of bored. I've gone through this rabbit hole of queer content on YouTube and on all of the other social media, and there were some terms that I didn't understand, that I didn't know the definitions of. So I was like, this is new and interesting, so I might learn it just if anyone around me feels that way, right? So I'm reading this definition of gender fluidity as a person's gender changes within time. It's not fixed, it doesn't feel fixed, and it can just flow from one side to another to, for example, a gender feeling for a while. All of those things. And I was like, wow, you can have that? And in it took me just a few seconds and I was like, wow, that's me. You know? So all of those memories of not knowing whether I was a trans man when I was 14, and kind of just not knowing where to fit ever, all of those feelings and memories, it all came together and it all kind of matched this idea. So I was like, wow, okay, I'm gender fluid. So yeah, now what? So I kind of, I played around with the idea of not changing anything. That was not possible in the end, because the more I leaned into it, the more I felt me, and the less I felt connected to, for example, my name. So I had to, in the end, I changed my name at the beginning of this calendar year, and I also changed a lot of things about me. Well, not changed really, just let out a lot of me that was kind of bottled up inside, stopped dressing overly feminine, and kind of got back into, hey, it's fine, you're you, and you're fine. I'm sorry if the lighting is weird, but that is a strip of sun coming through my window, and it's just a strip, because there's a shades over the window, so yeah, it might look weird for a while. Sorry. And so, where was I? So, over the time, I kind of got used to this idea, right? Over the time, I got more tangible feelings. I could decide easier when I was feeling which gender and all of those things. I started drawing in my bullet journal little triangles with a gender on one point, male on one point, and female on the third one. And I started like drawing this triangle, and each day I would put a dot where I was that day, and for the last month or so, it kind of kept hovering around the middle. So there was not a big feeling of gender, but definitely a feeling of gender. So I was not feeling agender, but I was feeling very much gender neutral, very much non-binary. And I got very used to the term NB, which is like, for me, it's like a third thing to boy and girl. I now have in my head, I have boy, girl, and NB, and this NB is me. It's the best description of me right now that I can come up. In gender, there's also like a gender dysphoria and euphoria feeling. Now this for me has also kind of settled down. I only feel dysphoria about my chest, about my breasts, and there will be days where I feel it very much and days I would not feel it that much. And it doesn't really match with the gender I am feeling, or it does usually match with me feeling more masculine if I hate my chest and need it off. So I use a GC2B binder for that, for those days, as much as I can, because for example at work I can't. And yeah, so I use that, and I don't really feel dysphoria about much of the rest of my body, only at very like specific situation. As long as I am able to dress how I want and to talk about myself how I want, I'm not really angry at people for not talking about me as I would like. However, it does give me quite a bit of dysphoria when they don't call me by my name and call me by my dead name. So that's about it about me. You know, I would like to say this is my experience. A little disclaimer there, because every trans person will have different experience. Even a bunch of binary trans men will have different experiences of gender dysphoria and gender euphoria. For me, gender euphoria looks like I look into the mirror and I'm like, yep, that's me. And that's not every day. That's really not every day for me, but it's a lot of the days. So that makes me really happy that lately I have been really trying to match my clothing to how I feel that day, and it's been really helpful. So that is it. I found out I was gender fluid, or I am gender fluid, about a year ago. Let's move on to sexuality now, yeah? I identify as bisexual. And I found out when I was, 14, 15 maybe. I had a dream about my best friend. And I had a dream about us making a band, a punk rock band together. And living a French speaking punk rock band and going away and living in France together with this like a band theme. So it was not so much about like anything dirty or something like that. It was just this, like, I would feel at home if this happened. Which, at that time I was like, oh, okay, attraction to girls. Cool. I was aware of the term bisexuality existing, I have researched it a bit, and I was like, yep, that's me, that's fine. Since then, I have been dating men mostly, and boys, and I have been also kind of engaging in this weird sexual experience with one of my friends, one girl. And it all kind of like, everything kind of ended, and I was with this guy, my most recent ex-boyfriend. And so I was out as bisexual, out as non-binary or gender fluid. I was with this guy who was taking all of this so well. Like, there had been glitches, right? I was the first ever non-binary person he's met, and I figured it out during the relationship, not before it started. So that was messy, but we made it through, right? And he was very supportive, really awesome about it. And lately I realized that when I imagine our future, I am not as excited about it as I would be if it was with a woman. And there was just a hard time in our relationship. It was changing, and there was a lot of frustration going on from both sides, I think. And while he still wanted to try more, I kind of had to step back and take a step back and be like, no, I really can't do this now. I have to figure myself out first. So I have left him to figure myself out, to go into myself, get to know myself better before I want anyone else to know me this much and to love me this much. And to be honest, I feel like I'm kind of figuring it out. I'm definitely bisexual. I can be attracted to different genders in different amounts. But I think I'm mostly homoromantic, so I think I will be looking for a relationship more with females and like AFAB, non-binary people, just because it just feels like a better way for me. I would be much more excited. So so right now what I'm working with is bisexual homoromantic, and to be honest, I'm not sure that's the final label. I'm not sure that's how it goes, and I am on the way to figuring that out. And I think that's right. You know, if you need time to figure yourself out, take it, because some people are better at this when they are in a relationship. You know, some people are in a relationship and are finding themselves along the way. For me, there was a lot of changes that were happening during this relationship. I got to know myself better, definitely, but this step, this one specifically, can be done within that relationship. And there are other things that I still need to figure out about myself other than that, like... So that's it for this video. Close up. Hope to see you again in the next one. Yeah. Bye!